things my woo-woo parents did, part 2, that would send people honestly into a spiral. Growing up. Do you guys want me to go first?
Sure.
Thinking about the one time.
Can you tell we have no structure to this?
No structure.
No structure to this. No plot, no script. This is what really happened. And I'm allowed to tell you what really happened, okay? And we live in the world, we have to watch everything we say. So let's do this gingerly and carefully. We will only say what actually happened to us. I can tell you the traditional uses of comfrey are astounding. It was brought over from Europe. It wasn't here. We brought it over here. They brought it here to grow it here for so many reasons. First of all, it's an incredibly deeply rooted plant. It can root down 6 or 7 feet into the ground, which means it will draw nutrients way down within the earth. And it's used, people will cut the leaves off of it and use it as fertilizer and mulch and just put it on the plant. But what happened once? We were living not too far from the beach. You were in the shower and you start yelling and screaming, and, oh my God, and there's blood running down from your face and you had slipped in the shower.
How old was I?
Oh.
We can laugh about it.
I asked women, my wife does that department.
Probably about 7.
I was 7. Okay.
And after getting hysterical, I figured, either
You got it.
I got it started. And I thought, okay, we're going to have to take you to the emergency room, and they're going to have to put needles next to your eye.
It was right here.
Yes,
it was
right
here.
there. And
Yeah.
this is the worst place because the skin's real tight there, and it's hard to keep it closed. And you do need stitches for that. You do need a professional for that. And so the entire time I'm thinking, can we handle this on our own, or do we have to take her? And I thought of them bringing. Can you picture someone bringing a suture needle that close to your eye and going right there? You are not going to miss that. Okay, it's right there. And I thought, oh my God, that will terrify her. And I just kept, do I fix it? Do I try to work on this? Do I heat up some comfrey and try to hold that skin together and see if we can stop the bleeding? Because that's the first thing. I mean, the blood is gushing out so much, and it's right over a bone, so
Yeah.
it's stretched.
And head injuries always bleed a lot anyway.
Well,
They're
anything
really
up there,
scary.
there's a ton of blood up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and for the longest time, I was thinking she's gone to the emergency room. She's gone to the emergency room. But I worked on it, and I was able to get it to close and stop bleeding. And for me, that's everything. And we just babied it for days, and it healed. There's a small little scar there. When I think of if they had somebody who happened to be on duty that day stitching you up, I have seen what their work is. They're not professional quilters, okay? Not at all. And you would have had, I am convinced you would have had much worse of a scar. You would have had a traumatic experience. There's people sticking needles next to your eyes and sewing you up with, oh my God, the needles must have seemed like 20 feet long if you stared at it. Oh my God, it's the size of a harpoon. But anyhow, that worked.
What do you remember, Freyna?
Like it happening, and then I remember you stitched me, right? You stitched me? Did you stitch me?
No.
No,
I
it
thought
was
you
all
stitched-
the comfrey.
Okay, so I
No way would I stitch you.
This is our first time talking about this, like
Right.
ever.
No, all I did was
I vividly remember there being like you literally like a quilter like stitch. But I guess I mean I'm 7, so I don't know what happened.
Well, it's funny that in your mind's eye you saw that piece.
I feel like-
Comfrey was stitching you.
Yeah.
Comfrey is miraculous. It really is. Every home should have it. All you need, you can buy a little bag of the root from Mountain Rose Herbs, of the chopped up root, because you can get it in powder and it's faster to get it to work, but it won't last as long because it's little tiny pieces in powder.
We'll make a video of how do you make it.
Yes, we will do
We'll
that.
make a video.
But it worked,
have
and
some
I
on the
was
stove now.
terrified.
We do have some.
And I want you all to know I was really close, both of us, to taking our daughter to the emergency room and going through the normal route. And the getting of the stitches would have been worse than the wound itself. In my mind, it would have terrorized you. You were at that age that you would have never forgotten this. So it was up to me to close that and let the comfrey do it. But I have had many experiences with this particular And like I said, it's pretty neat stuff.
You got to lay on the couch in your own home, relax,
Right.
and have the comfort of your parents there and taking care of that.
Yeah.
And we were very lucky
And the
to have
panic,
that knowledge of the plant, and
yes, and the
Yeah,
it really worked.
we panicked the first 10, 20 minutes, and then we began to get a handle on it that yes, we are closing it. It is not going to keep bleeding.
Did the parent instincts just kick in?
Absolutely.
You're very
Scared.
protective.
What do you do?
You are protective of your child. You wouldn't want your child to go through what they would have put her through if you had the power to do something about it yourself.
Well, there again, you try it, you see if it works, and you can always change
you got to have experience.
your
you get
mind about
experience. Every little
what you do.
yes, and you got to be able to change your mind. You got to, in the whole, like I said, the whole time thinking we're going to take her, we're not going to take her, we're going to take her, we're not going to.
Talk about this on a longer video. We're going to show you how my dad makes up the comfrey.
We'll go into depth on preparing the comfrey root.
Yes.
And because I've done it over and over and over again, I've seen it work over
Yeah.
and over again. And power to the people, my dear. Power to us.